Good evening and welcome to Friday's edition of the Regional News. I'm Antonio Day. We begin with news in the region. The Pan American Health Organization on Thursday called on governments and other stakeholders in the Americas to ensure that everyone at risk of malaria has access to timely diagnosis and treatment, particularly in remote and indigenous communities where diseases remain entrenched. PAHO highlighted progress across the region, noting that Suriname became the first country in the Amazon basin to be certified malaria-free by the World Health Organization this year, joining Paraguay, Argentina, El Salvador, and Belize since 2018. It said that these milestones show that elimination is achievable when countries sustain commitment and community action, even in complex contexts. PAHO said that there are other countries also making important strides, reporting low number of malaria cases and close elimination. It said that 15 countries and 1 territory in the region still report areas with malaria transmission, and that most infections are concentrated in the Amazon basin, where dispersed populations and limited health access contribute to continued transmission. PAHO said that indigenous peoples remain in the most affected group, representing over 1/3 of reported cases and nearly 30% of deaths. In 2024, the Americas registered more than 337,000 malaria cases, a 6% increase compared to 2023 with 505,000 cases. Continuing news in the region. The United Nations has launched a $74 million fund to aid Cuba in the wake of destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa. The United Nations said that an estimated 2.2 million Cubans remain in dire need of assistance across the eastern provinces of Granma, Santiago de Cuba, Holguín, and Guantánamo, following the passage of the Category 5 storm. The UN said that the Office for Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, its aid coordination office, had released $4 million in emergency funding ahead of the storm, while UN agencies have unlocked an additional $7 million, leaving a funding gap of $64 million to meet urgent needs. The UN said that the crisis rocked Haiti, around 16,000 people having been displaced in total, with 43 reported dead, dozens injured, and 13 still missing. And finally, with some international news. U.S. airlines on Friday scrambled to cut 4% of flights at 40 major airports after the government imposed an unprecedented cut to air travel, citing air traffic control safety concerns because of a record-setting government shutdown. The cuts, which began at 6 a.m., include 700 flights from 4 largest carriers: American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and United Airlines, which are set to rise to 6% on Tuesday, and then 10% by November 14 if the shutdown does not end. American Airlines CEO Robert Isom does not expect significant disruption for customers from initial government order flight reductions, he said on Friday, warning that increased cuts would be problematic. Thanks for watching. I'm Antonio Day. Goodbye for now. Be safe.